JJ's Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there, everyone. I don't know what's just gone on. I'm baffled again. It doesn't take much to baffle me. I think that should be apparent by now. Let me see, can I get my light up again? Right, there we go. Oh, are you kidding me? The light's having issues again. I thought I'd sorted it before it started and it's been an arse. The only way I can phrase it. But yeah, hello there everyone. Sorry if I was just starting a bit distracted. Like I say, this just decided to throw me a curveball. Hey up, Drafts, how you doing? Hey, nice one. One banner win. Certainly better than one banner loss. I'm going to say one's painful, one's elation. How you doing? Right, brightness up. There we go. Now, light. Stay like that. Let's go here. Hey, 3-0's nice. You've done well there, man. Osprey coming home with first. GG's. Oh, hang on, we've done it. We didn't need another one, but we got it. I hadn't even seen that pop up. Hang on, let me get this right. It's Nisa on my free to play, so it's... You know, I blink and the light turns out. Perfect. Hermit Yoda. Is that vulture or a hyena? Oh, you've started working on both. That's brilliant then. Why are you saying I've got no Wi-Fi? There we go. I wasn't using it, but I have got Wi-Fi. Ships will definitely take you a while, man. It's the worst type of farm in the game, but it's always worth getting it done. Yeah, I mean, fairness, I've got a plug connection as well, but I think it was just being a bit arsey about the details there. This is the horrible thing about the green screen, right? If I just go on my camera a second. Like if just for a second I turn off the green screen, you might be able to see kind of what I'm doing. It's like, there isn't that much there. You know, like still looks about the same. Just irritating because I can see the difference. I mean, it says it's done it, but it's done that twice now and just bounced it. Just don't forget it this time, please. Alright, so we're going straight into GAC today for the fact that I'm doing what I did on Thursday again. Just doing my GACs early so that I can go into fleet straight away. So we did win the last round on Taman. I think they did a one and run sort of thing. That was it. They hit Ray. Couldn't take down Ray. Em was still standing. Yeah. I'm guessing they figured I don't want to go through this. I mean, I'll take it because it means I don't have to. I don't have to stress about losing 2 rounds. But yeah. Let's get this on. We're up against Slaker. Let's have a look. My doggo's come up. Just you know, because you just suddenly feel that weight under your feet. All right, so Slaker. They're ahead on GP. By the way, just little things, if anyone from Swagger GG ever heard about this. Could you do highlights? Like, you know, if I'm comparing 2 Slaker, could you have green and reds or something like that to sort of indicate, oh yeah, they're ahead on this one? It'd be kind of cool for just make it quicker for me. Just a small point. But yeah, they're ahead on GP. I'm behind on Zetas, Omicrons, GLs naturally. We've both got the same number of rally units, that's cool. If we break down the relics, they're ahead on 9s and 8s. I'm ahead in 7s and 5s. Which it tends to be the way it breaks down. I mean, it feels like everyone I face has more 9s and 8s than me. So, fair play. I've got more 25s, more 20s, just behind on the 15s. Let's see what the mods are looking like. Alright, I question that a bit. I've not seen C with speed modding before, at least at this level. I'm confused what you mean by skill. Do you mean the malevolence abilities? Because really you want all 4. Arguably the... Hang on, let me have a look, because it's been that long since I've actually looked at malevolence. At least in terms of the breakdown of it. Why is it acting like I'm not here? Here we go. So that one's not as important. The ability still works regardless. I wouldn't say that one's as important. Yeah, so it's that one you really want, the Cool Target Ally to assist. That is nice. And the basic's okay as well. So yeah, the priority that, and then pretty much any of the others. I mean, I think you could argue the specials are bigger than the basic because you don't use the basic as much. So yeah, this one, charging Malevolence, then take your pick between these two and then the basic. And just make sure you get that maxed out as well, because that's big. Malevolence gains 30% turn meter whenever an allied Vulture Droid is defeated. You're going to want Vulture Droids dying, so make sure Grievous is gear 11 minimum. There we go. Alright. Let's have a quick check. So, anything else that's of note? Nothing that I'm seeing here. Not the fastest of echoes. I'd say those speeds can all be justified, maybe not greatly, but I feel like they've all got a reason for it. Oh, my Balin did crack the top 10. Okay, let's get one of these up. I'm a little confused again, Drafts, what you're talking about there. Talking about GO1. I might need another cup of coffee, I will be honest. This is part of the reason I've not always streamed this early. I say early, it is 1:30. I don't believe that. While I've been sitting here, I've been knocked back from second to sixth. You can get. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, Geos will be decent at stuff like that. The Vulture and the Hyena especially, they will work better with Malevolence, but the Geos, they've got Synergy, so they'll work. Alright, no drops on this wall. Ray, DTMG, Rex 5, Slacker, and Dash all cleared without effort. Back here. Quadme was taken down, but no hits on JMK, Gas, Caloran, or Tuscans. And then up here, nothing on these yet either. Okay. Let's see what we're facing. We got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. We got Queen Amidala. We got Ahsoka. Rey. And Raider. Yeah, Houndstooth will just carry a lot of fleet book nodes. Right, we've got Balin. Bam. Jabba. Keeps surprising me how often I'm seeing Jabba. Darth Revan and Leia. Right, so Jabba can do Balin. Aphra can do Jabba. Very tempting to do Bane against Leia. But then I need to know I've got something to take down Queenie. Gungans can do... Oh, hang on, saying that Gungans could do Zalbar or Raver. What else is beating this? Yeah, I'm looking for some like low ball counters, not just throwing GLs at it. I mean, C-Set could be enough then. Yeah, my thoughts were I was going to use the Gungans on Raver. So if C can take down Darth Revan, that's fine. Because that way I've got Leia for Ahsoka. Let me just revisit those teams. Oh, they put Ezra with Rey. Alright, that's yuck. I think there's more. I'm more likely to do that now. But that means I need something that's going to take this Ahsoka down. Because I haven't got I haven't got Bo-Katan. There we go, Huyang. Let me scroll up. Bujials. Balin. DKM Bane. Quad Maze on defense. %41% win rate for Raver. Yeah, that's not good. JMK's on defense. You see, this is the issue, that if I were to play it safe and do Leia there, I would then be going really unreliable with having to do Seer against Rey. JML. That could be a thing. Yeah, JML could be it, because at the very least we could get something out and clean up with Seer. Okay. I've not actually used JML much on Glath. Alright, we'll just put that there for now, and as I said before, I really could do a Bane there. But I think we have got to do Bane here. Yeah, I agree. That's a threat. I mean, I put Slacker on defense thinking it will draw a Bane in, and I've got Quad May behind, so that's a counter that people would like a Bane for. So I've tried to stack my defense accordingly, but it does mean I'm slightly weak. I think we do Raver there. Yeah, I would love to do Treyarch on Queenie, but I'm not confident in it. I mean, the Relic 8, that could be an option, especially with week 2. I don't at lock-in, but I've got it since. And so it's last round we haven't got it. Yeah, it definitely makes more sense doing it that way around. Thought if anything, I'd try and hide the smaller team first, but yeah, fair play. You see, I've got the Great Mothers, and I'm thinking I would love to try them there, but last time they got absolutely smashed. It's all because my Spirit isn't modded well at this point. It's a little bit better now. I'm wondering if we try Seer. Or maybe just... maybe we do try the Great Mothers and see if they can at least start it. I think Triad just makes more sense. Even if I get smashed, then maybe we can at least take someone down. Oh. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, I know it's R9. I think it's one of those where I've got to try it a little bit. At least right now, if we can clear the south first, then we could always see if Malgus can be spared or something like that. I'm just trying to remember if was it this counter got the Sith Assassin Chron? No, I haven't got it yet. I got a Sith Assassin Chron on my free to play, so I'm looking forward to using that as far as I can recover protection with Sith Sass, try and keep the banners high. But you can see I've got the 2 focus built up, but I've just got no other Datacrons. They've literally drained me. Alright, Finfin's already down. Yeah, no Sidious Datacron. Interesting seeing you over there, Team Max, by the way. Alright, let's give it a crack. We'll start with Jabba here. Also, by the way, last time was absolutely embarrassing with Jabba, so I hope he puts in a better fight this time. Right, we haven't got any tenacious Kyle Katarns disturbing us this time. Right, it would be nice if we could somehow stall, but I don't think we got it in us. Nope. 66. Alright, we kicked off at least. We were going to do Raver here. Alright, let's do it. Let's go for Sana. Ability block on dash. Okay, that's very kind. Only 5 stacks of birds, so they won't do much. Alright, stall as hard as you can. Let's heal up Dabbs. Alright, nice clean 57. Alright, ad break coming on Twitch, so our matches are just going to get out of the way now, so let's run that. While it's running, I'm just going to load this up. The Bane versus Leia concerns me. I'm sure it can work, but I don't know. Ever since Bane lost his own Datacron, I've not liked it. I feel like we're okay with this. And C, that should be able to deal with that. I mean, it says CSAT. I might even do CWAP and GBA just to afford myself a little bit of room. I get the feeling if we're going to use Malgus, we'll want SAT. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised to see the Great Mothers back here. I'm trying to think what else is like a staple that we haven't seen yet. There's going to be something at the back that we're used to seeing that isn't down yet. Maybe Malgus. Alright, let's just try and delete Bush. It almost feels like you need to deliberately be trying to throw this to not win it. They try and go for Trip. That's a little irritating. That's it. Hit the Wookiee. And again. Wookiee discrimination. Not just prejudice, we're acting upon it. Alright, go on. Smack Jabba. And again. Burn, baby, burn. $56. Nice and straightforward. Alright, so C. What? GBA. Might as well link Revan because mission will die before anything happens, surely. Oh right, she must have already died and I didn't see it. Oh well. We got weapon tech. I figure let's put it on GBA just so that GBA's got a chance of coming back faster. Sorry, bringing the brute back faster. Yeah, just leave the special. Alright, that's a chunk of protection we got back. That's decent. Let's clear that though. We're actually tanking a lot better than I thought we would be. I mean, I was holding the special, but I got to the point just then when I was like, well, I might as well use it. $25 dots on Zalbar, that's pretty big. Yeah, I mean, this could be pretty good banners. Oh, right, I didn't realize that. Here's to you, Max. I haven't read the Omni since release, pretty much. I kind of know what goes on with the 3v3 stuff, but yeah, didn't realize GL's turned it off. Alright, so that was massive overkill then. I'll take that. This... I really don't want to throw that on there. So we're going to have to non-cron it. Especially considering I'm going to be taking JML versus Ahsoka. I feel like I need that cron there. Alright, Drain. Hey, Vader, how you doing? Mellow's my vibe. Or at least it's what I aim for. Let's Mac R2. How rude. I would like a turn, please. Thank you. Oh, okay. Can I get to him before he does something I don't want? Lovely. Okay, no Drogon returning. Yeah, but Bane's pretty chill. He might have Sith eyes, but he's chill. Am I dead here, though? Oh, yes. I somehow hung in there. Oh. That was butt clenching. All right, 55. Ooh. I did not enjoy that. Alright, since then, JMK has been knocked down. Anything else we can note? Nothing going on here. Okay. Yeah, that was a bit too close for comfort, if you ask me, Mol. Oh, you were talking about Supreme, Strange Supreme. Well, that makes a bit of sense as well. Alright. Boss Nass. Qui-Gon. I said the Great Mothers have been knocking about. Thor. And Tuskens. Alright, so Darth Revan's got a date with the Great Mothers. The Great Mothers can deal with the Gungans. Deer can deal with Storr. Mon Mothma can deal with... I'm tempted to move Great Mothers down to the Tuscans just for a permakill, but... we haven't got a permakill. Yeah, you kind of need a second lane win with Strange. I haven't got the full Cromwell. I have now, but not at lock-in. I could try Rabin against these. I mean, I haven't done it in ages, but I could always give that a go. I don't even know if I've got the tunes, but I could give it a go. Alright, let's clear this top wall. I want to make sure we get through that. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. There isn't such a thing as a deck leader. Now, if they added something like that, then it would get interesting. No, there's no such thing as a deck leader. Like I say, if they added a feature like that, it would be interesting. You know, you could pretty much guaranteed one card draw at the start of the game. Well, the deck relies on them, but you don't automatically get them drawn, you know. Like, if you don't... I think it's Thanos is always in your hand. Normal Ultron, he isn't a leader event. Oh, Thanos... Alright, this is a very weird term we're working with. Ultron, you don't build a deck around, he's just a win condition. Baron does build the mill archetype, but... yeah, you wouldn't call it a leader, it's just like, yeah, it's kind of the card that makes the deck work. Patriot or something like that would probably be the win condition, if you like, of a deck with Ultron, because it buffs the Ultron cards. Cornerstone, that might be a better word for it, yeah. Like I say, they certainly don't... like I say, they aren't... leaders, but they are things that really make the decks work. It's like Scream. Scream just got nerfed in the last OTA. The Scream decks don't work without Scream. Which is kind of where it's a bit disturbing that they nerfed her, because it's like, you know, the deck really suffers when she's not in it. Yeah, I can understand the Swoggo connection there. I have to tell myself not to use words from Swoggo, otherwise I just muddle my brain up. Doesn't take much. Alright, leave Adrad. Leave Adrad. What's I just said? Leave Adrad. Oh, you bloody wine. We're dead here, aren't we? I mean, you called it Maul, I'll give you that. Did I put Malgus down? I didn't know. Alright, we can afford to do Malgus. And my gag's going okay. Yeah. Other than that hiccup we've just had, we're going alright. I feel like hiccup's a polite word for it. I should have switched to Malgus, but I think part of the problem is this isn't like a great Malgus team, so I'm not even convinced this works. But, yeah. I'm happy enough for him. I know there's a lot of people over here that are a bit, how do I put it, bothered about the fact that there's going to be a load of American fans who've sort of just latched onto it since Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney took over. You know, they're all suddenly going to be sort of becoming a bit more annoying. But personally, I don't care. It seems like a good story for the people of Wrexham who are actually like with the club all that time. So, like I say, I don't mind it. Yeah, it's not only American, but I think that's the perception. Oh yeah, of course it's Canadian. Just, like, again, it's that Hollywood vibe in it. It's the same with Birmingham and Tom Brady. They really try and whittle down the armor on this Sith Empire trooper. I'll say try, and I think they have, technically. I've heard something about that, but how I see it, he seems like someone who's just constantly working, so I don't think it's affecting him too much, that. Come on, we're halfway through and we haven't got through DCMG at all yet. Oh, wow, okay. This is not looking hot. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my options aren't great anyway, but you were right that DCMG would get Adrab. Wouldn't mind, did they put Baze in there as well to try and beef it up a little bit? Oh wow, that does not help me one bit. You know, you're needing damage, and what does Malgus do? He decides to miss. Yeah, I think I'm just going to full auto here and hope for the best. Yeah, I want to bank on a Cassian Cron just for the fact that I know there's debuffs them from Cassian, but it's just not as tanky, is it? I mean, this is absolutely filthy, by the way, how they've... I know that this is a bad Malgus team, but it's filthy how much they've ripped me apart. This worries me. I don't think we've got enough in it to even get DTMG here. No. Six stacks of armor shred. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on other things and come back to this, otherwise I'm going to waste a team I need. Damn it. And if there's another reason it's irritating, it's the fact that they can now afford to kill a little bit. We burned Radis first, Lamb. Yeah, I'm going to say it's one of the little perks of Thanos. Let's do that. Don't on this account now. I'm going on my free-to-play. I mean, I find it a little bit funny just for the fact that Bournemouth are in the Premier League, yet their stadium's pretty ass. I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, Stokes was 28k when we got promoted. Bigger stadiums are better in that sense, yeah, but like I say, it's not mandatory. At least to a certain level. Like I say, Bournemouth have got like a 10,000 seater stadium to my thoughts. Got to be one of the smallest that has ever been in the Premier League. I'm trying to remember, it's just Apo's unkillable while Lord Vader's active. That's if the leader is not a galactic legend. So the enemy leader is not a galactic legend. Oh, I was really trying to avoid that. I should have passed to Luke. I went the wrong way trying to prevent it. I was trying to get protection up so we could do that. Oh, you look good. Full auto again. Yeah, Ahsoka's tanky. Yeah, they've said blatantly that if Fennec can still beat Lord Vader with the clone troopers, then they're going to step in and make sure she can't. I did find it a little interesting that they were deliberately saying, right, we've had enough with Fennec beating Lord Vader. It does make me think that Fennec needs a home somewhere, though. Yeah, a full-on no. I wouldn't say Fennec's obsolete, but she certainly hasn't got, like, the home she once did. No worries, Jess. Have a good day, man. Let's just do that. Alright, 57. Feels slightly better after we've had some hiccups. You know what? I really dislike this guy for putting this team down. I'm just going to be very upfront about it. Might be a nice guy in general, but I'm feeling like he's an arse for doing this. It's like, really? Could you not have just put it with Ahsoka like any other person might? Instead of giving me this headache. Alright, Drogon's exiled. Right. Oh, wow, okay. Right, I'm gonna have to step away a second. This is horrendous. Like, I can do this, but I'm not going to get killed. Yeah, I'm out of this round. Yeah, I'm out. I mean, I know that I know that I could still throw Seer at it, but I just don't see that being enough. All right, I'm going to run that break. I've got to go deal with something downstairs, so I'll be back in a minute. All right. Oh, wrong screen. Hello again. Let's just see. This is the only other thing I've got that has got enough oomph to maybe get through it. Alright. Send that there, I think. Just basics on Ben. That attack animation looks out of place. Alright, Taran's exiled. And this is where it falls apart. Alright, we managed to get Ezra. Alright, let's just spend that on Ben. And we might as well throw the rocks at him. Alright, we managed to get through it. I said I was going to try Traya here. Just add this to the list of sketchy counters. All it's going to take is Savage not taunting for a minute and we're in trouble. Okay. Well, looking alright. I think we got a little lucky there. You make your own luck, but I feel like we did get a little lucky. We didn't lose Savage with any of those Howitz. Alright, 57. Alright, I'm going to come back to this because I want to just see if there's anything I can play around with back here. Notably that. I think we've got to try Mon Mothma here. There's no Gungan attacker, so we should have a chance. A lot of this will come down to, are we tanky enough? Alright, another taunt. No, we're alright for a minute. I know I'm not the only one, but I'd be so tilted if the random RNG for an insta-kill off Jar Jar happened to me. Alright, Jar Jar down. Don't get me wrong, I know that the Great Mothers would have been clean here, but I feel like this was just a good counter for Saber team. Especially considering I might need the Great Mothers either on the top wall or this wall. Still thinking if I've got a budget counter for stall. Not exactly a team you can budget well for. Alright, 57 there. Alright, it's been donkeys since I did this counter. Alright, cooldown's increased. Okay, Anakin dead, we'll take that. Just top up Django. Okay, I didn't want that. Or that. The cam's just going solo on me. Great. While he's doing that, I'm just going to change my headphones. Wrong side. I need something really small, maybe Wampa? Maybe slightly overzealous use of Wampa, but I didn't think I'd be using him elsewhere. Right, Sith Empire again. Let's send in these three. Alright, Bastille is not the one I would like to receive that. Also, I didn't particularly want to see Merrin in this team, though a couple of things I'm not enjoying so far. Yeah, not liking this at all. Yep. I feel like that's an example of RNG being against you. Come on, let me at him. Alright, we got it. Alright, come on, double tap. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bleeding out. Have I got another solo tune? I just honestly don't believe that. Alright, 34. Alright, what was I going to do with these? Revan, okay. This is how that this round has felt so far that I cannot remember what I'm doing. Alright, that was a misplay because I've just realised why would I want to mark the one that's going to revive. We'll get there. Alright, let's swap with Mace. And we'll just do that. Alright, Saviour. Yeah, this ain't working. I think it'd be safe to say we're not winning this round either. I mean, that will help. But there's nothing with Fennec or Bulba yet, so it makes you look and think, let's just try something like this. Right, do that. Oh! Why my Bosk isn't modded? So many times of late he's just fallen. Just get rid... Can't get rid of the leader. Get rid of that one then. Yeah. I was just going to say, something had to have been going on because I've used that Kron twice with him and it's not done anything, so that makes sense. Alright. I got rid of the Omicron at least, so... 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And it feels like that as well. You know what I mean? In the sense, sometimes it doesn't feel like there is that notable difference yet. Definitely it did feel it. Feels like we just can't keep the protection up here. Oh. Absolute gits. Alright. I don't know if I've got anything smuggler related. Maybe. Oh my god, scoundrels are on defense. If I'm using the Great Mothers on DTMG, what have I got left? I've got these. Is it actually possible to beat them out the gate? With them speeds, I'd say not. Alright, I know I did that as a bit of a meme, but I actually find that remarkable how fast they delete Horn even with guard. Alright, I'll take that. I mean, Shin solo there. And now I'm pretty much dependent on this doing something. Armor Shred, I do not enjoy. That I do, though. Alright, over that. Alright, absolutely atrocious banners there, but we got through them. I mean, all they've got to do is be efficient and win. So I'm just essentially trying to keep them honest at this point. You know, none of this, oh, if I just clear the 3 walls, I don't have to do ships. I want them to actually do ships. Just wanted double check I hadn't got Leviathan to deal with. Okay, let's just do a basic. Bring in Thas. Yeah, Xanadu. Okay. Let's reinforce with this. Yeah, just get rid of punishing 1. Okay, that blows. We can heal up. Stop Slave 1 doing anything. Right, I know I'm getting rid of the fear, but Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, one basic and another. $73, we'll take it. Alright, Termite again. Reinforce with this. Done. They wiggle, we fly by. Let's just delete that. And delete that. Oh, didn't fancy being deleted. We'll try again. Cool. 74, 73 even. Okay. And I think we got Radis. Actually, no, actually I prefer Radis now I think about it. Feels weird not using Profundity, but I genuinely would prefer doing it this way. They're doing Jedi Vanguards after, so Jedi Temple Guard and can't remember her name. Kanan's master. Her name's just left my head. Depa Billaba, that's it. It's the idea that Jocasta Nu's coming in via Conquest today. Depa Billaba and Jedi Temple Guard are coming in, and then Mace Windu's the legendary to form the team. Yeah, they're bringing in a new Mace Windu. Checking the journey guide. Mace out the window. It does feel like they've gone with the memes. $19.14, that is bad. Alright, Slacker, enjoy your full clear. Just to clarify, here it is. Mace Windu. So we've got Apo and CX2 for the Rex. The next 4 are going to be coming up in the coming weeks. And if you go to the episode track, you can see all the characters involved here. So we've got Apo, Gorch, CX2, Disguised Clone Trooper, Jedi Temple Guard, Depa Billaba, all leading to Mace. Andrew, hello there. 2 questions about ships. Do you get banners for killing a capital ship? And is there one pilot that helps the ship do more damage outside of high relics? Alright, so first question. You don't get anything to my knowledge for taking out the capital ship, because short of like a Radis, like self-sacrifice or profundity removal kind of thing. There's no actual way of doing it, so I don't believe they reward it. Oh, I don't actually know what the second part of your question's asking, though. Are you talking about the one pilot as in, like, Grievous to Malevolence and Radis to, like, Profundity? Because, yeah, if that's the case, it's like Osprey says, they all contribute stats to Hunter the Rallics. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I mean, just with Ada, with Radis, it will give you points for enemies you've taken out, but not necessarily the capital ship. I mean, if you've gone through the battle, taken out the capital ship, but not actually deleted the ship, you've done very well to actually get that far without actually dealing enough damage to take something out. I mean, again, maybe something I've just not seen. I tend to just take my points as I get them. I feel like with the bandit discrepancies we've been having the last week or two, I've not really been fussed in the sense of, oh my god, this will ruin everything, because I don't tend to mither too much about it. Yeah, again, to the best of my recollection, they don't count, but like I say, I could be wrong. Maybe there's something in the stats that counts towards it, maybe. Yeah, it could be that. You know what I do find funny about this new Mace Windu is the fact that it's literally just the same one we've got, except for it looks like he's going to have a cloak. I mean, I don't even know what they're going to do to make the character more unique. I mean, I can imagine he'll be an attacker, just to mix things up a bit, but like, what do you actually do to differentiate as far as like moves and ability names? I mean, it gets me because we go here. Oh, not here, sorry. There we go. You've got this party's over as one of his abilities here. So, straight away, that's one of his iconic lines taken off. I'm trying to think what else he's, like, synonymous with. I will end this. I'm genuinely curious if that was a line that Samuel L. Jackson had been asked to deliver like a million times by his own recollection, and by that point he was like, I'm just going to start saying it a different way so that George lets me stop taking, try and do a take for it. Also a little bit silly pointing this out, but I find it amusing how Mace is now in my top 3 rows, if you like, when all it is that he's now at Rallic 7. It's amazing how Rallics just bump him up like that. Well, actually, he's on my second row, it's filtered by favourites. Oh, by power, not favourites. Bit of a long one, that, though, isn't it? Needs to be short enough you can fit it on a line like that. I mean, I say that, and then I'm reading this here, power such as you've never dreamed, and that's like in Type 8 font. So it is possible they could do He's Too Dangerous to be left alive, but it's like, I don't want to kill you, per se. You know what, I was stalling because I thought I might be able to collect some energy, but I've just realised we're not going to be able to do it. Oh, my point is going to be too long. The Revenge of the Sith game, yeah, it was funny actually. I was watching a video on it last night. And just by another little coincidence, I then watched a Swagger video which had a clip from it. The sign everyone's getting onto the anniversary train. I won't black hole. I do not have the materials. I don't know if you just saw it, but I'm struggling to get Balin to from Gear 12 to 13. But I'm going to keep me to the ground, see how she's getting on. I think one of the things that's sort of slowing me down in terms of worrying about her is the fact that she's going shine with Mace. So even if she does things with Caloran or JML, JMK, Qui-Gon, whoever, you think to yourself, she's going to shine with Mace. So there's no rush to gear her or relic her until then. At least that's how I'm seeing it. Alright, I'm looking for that video. Okay, so let's just claim this while we're here. And we'll just get these data cards. You Have Lost could be simple enough. It would be good if we got an insta-kill ability and that was the words for it. Maybe it would be something that would give Jocasta the ability to throw a rifle and survive. The thing, you sort of wonder, don't you, what Mace is going to be doing. I stand by my point. I think he'll be an attacker. It just makes sense to differentiate him from the one we've got. I don't see him as a support or healer. So it's all about what they really want to emphasize with him, I guess. I'm saying all this, for all I know, in one of the blog posts, they've actually suggested he is going to be an attacker, and I forgot it. Yeah, the current one's a tank, that's what I mean. They might want to differentiate it a little bit. Okay, that was 6 months ago, yeah. This is the one I was after. This is where the fun begins. It was there and I skimmed right over it, didn't I? Yeah, they did it there, didn't they? But I don't think they've said anything else. I might be just imagining it. How I see it, Sith Eternal Emperor's already struggling. Don't put a character in that can insta-kill it. Although that would be ballsy, saying, right, we're going to create characters now that can insta-kill Galactic Legends, despite the fact that Galactic Legends can't be insta-killed. It'd almost be like a permanent, like, sort of thing you keep aside just in case you didn't want to beat it. I mean, for me, I feel like it'd be suitable if there was something in his kit that made him weak to Anakin. Or Lord Vader, even. Banff? I don't know what a Banff is, I'll be honest. Oh, badass MF, yeah. Sorry, I got the initials very late there. It's alright, like everything in my life, it takes me a few seconds. I'll let that through as well, MJ. Just to show you the gate. I know there was something about him doing, he deliberately wanted the purple lightsaber to stand out. I don't know if that was connected to it. The saber? Are we still on, like, where it was? Right. I somehow imagine that didn't make the toy line. Just that image of kids going to the toy shop and saying, "Must be MF, mommy." I've had this feeling a load of times, but when you see these teams, you always have this urge to go, "Can you stop attacking now, please? Just don't stop." definitely falls apart without Leia. I know I'm saying this as if Leia hasn't been out for 18 months, but I think sometimes it does surprise me still. Alright, 3 minutes there. I will say that, Aid, by the way, if you manage to get Onslaught and Power Stone working, I'm pleased for you. It's not something I've seen anyone do yet. I'm getting teased, and I don't like it. I haven't even got the currency though, that's the worst thing. Am I the only one who would love it if you could click on this and it'd say where it was? Just say be searching through like a gajillion stores. I know it's not like crazy, but I think at least now, if I want to try and use her with Boba, she's not going to die straight away. She'll probably still die very quickly, but she won't be like embarrassingly bad. I missed that Bob Boba. Oh, he's there, cool. I don't want to give any Omicrons, but that should be okay. With 4 Omicrons off an upgrade. Alright, let's get this battle done and go back into GAC. Oh. Oh, baby. Hey, Cage Book, how you doing? Baby. Let's do that. You know what, I'm playing it manual. Let's go full auto. I'm just going to open up Swoggle on my phone. Just to see if I can get that piece of gear for Balin. With farming Hunter Mercenary on Cantina nodes, I've not been doing any relic work this past week or two. On both my accounts. I'm nearly done on my main. But passively I managed to get enough materials to take gas from R7 to R8 the other day. It was actually pretty funny. Because I was looking at, I got C and JMK at the top of my list, and I'm like, should take them to 8, but it feels wrong not working on the Lord Vader rack. Here we go, can I just do this one with Balin? He needs 25 of the fusion furnaces. And just as luck would have it, we would need 15. Sorry, he needed 15 and then we got 15. Alright, we got a Relic Balin. How far can he go? Relic 2? Relic 2. We'll probably go Relic 3 tonight in terms of when Conquest is over. Not bad though, is it? There we go. There we go, pops up here. Alright, let's get into GA. We can see our opponent scored 777 so far. Last round up against VK Warriors, we won. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, they took down Lord Vader. Didn't attack any of this. One shot the front wall. And didn't hit the back wall. So I can only assume they just didn't have time to finish their attack. But a little bit odd. I mean, don't look a gift horse in the mouth and all that, but I feel like I had 2 round 2s that I didn't really justify a win. Plus on my main today, I don't feel like I justify a win there, so I kind of have had a bad round at week 1. Let's see if we can finish on a high at least. So Crimson up against this fella. Let's see what you translate as. Oh, no. Copy. Lord Sanchez. Okay. We're up against Lord Sanchez, apparently. So, 11.3 to 12.7 million GP. Data's 293 to 350. Omicron's 38 to 48, so ouch. 6 to 8 GLs, that's preferable to 6 to 9. Ralik's 186 to 257, that's a bit of a gap. Let's see, 4 to 18 on the Ralik 9s, 15 to 33 on the Ralik 8s. We make it up on the 7s, 84 to 63. 5s, we're still behind 59 to 90. Speeds, we are ahead, that's good. 55 to 11, 214 to 65, 376 to 191, so we've done our mod work at least. And just having a quick glance at some of these, I think we kind of know what we're doing a bit better. Yeah, definitely. A few of those just don't make any sense. Wow, 278 Echo and a 258 Moff Gideon. Unless it's raid modding, to 266 Luminara is bad. Okay. I mean, I can't rule out raid modding, of course, but still looks bad. All right, let's see what's going on then. So front wall, 1 on Qui-Gon, 1 on Queenie, 1 on Gas, 4 attempts to take down JMK until it went down, 1 on Rey. JMK did some work there, that's nice to see. The back wall, 1 attempt on Chief Chirper Ewoks, but my Caloran Beck, Ebo, Rex 5s, and Sortie didn't get hit. Top wall, Bounty Hunters preloaded, but that could be quite nasty. And then Dooku, Lord Vader, GG, and Phasma one-shot. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they've got it easy, but that could be cleaned up, but you'd need something decent to get through the TM. Right, let's see what we're facing. We've got Adrad. We've got Rex 5s. We've got Palpatine. We've got Iden. And we've got Mon Mothma with Luthen. There was a Kyle Katarn Kron, I think, there. Okay, South Wall. Raver. Jedi Master Luke with Bastila and Luke. Sith Eternal Emperor. Rey. And Lord Vader. Well, it's only last round we were saying we don't tend to see Lord Vader, JML and Sith Eternal Emperor on defense in Kyber 2. That's interesting timing. Okay. So Malgus to me makes sense there. I almost want to be cocky and try a wedge there, if we get to the point we can afford to do it. Luthen's in that team, so we're not going to try Iden. I am tempted to do Traya. Maybe Bo-Katan. Actually, no. Let's do JML on Lord Vader. I've just seen it's Lord Vader, Imperial Probe Droid, and Royal Guard. And I know that the Probe Droid's got the Datacron. But it's not exactly an impactful one, is it? This almost feels... Oh, I'm not going to say too easy. That isn't right, but... It feels like a defense from years ago. I think we use C on Raver. C can do C. Actually, saying that, C could do JML. I'm genuinely stumped at this. Just not seen C on defense for such a long time. Yeah, Bane could do it. I'm reluctant to use Bane. But it could be the safest option. I mean, if Starkiller works, we can do CLS there, and then we can do Wampa on the Iden. Yeah, I think we've got to get through this wall, though, because I don't know if they put something bigger at the back, or if that's all. Okay, I'm going to work my way up from the bottom, so we'll start on Lord Vader. Oh, we're on an outbreak, so I'll just hold fire until that ends. Oh, very strange defense, this. I mean, the fact they're in Kyber 2 is weird. I don't think I've seen a defense in Kyber 2, a defense like this in Kyber 2 for a long time. This feels like someone who got promoted by accident. Like they had a run of opponents like themselves. Either that or they had a run of opponents that just didn't bother playing. But yeah, JML should be alright here. D should be fine there. We're going overboard with Slacker. Yeah, it should be alright. Alright, quick chat break's over, let's get in. Okay, pop them all. Just basic. And let's get an armor shred on Probe Droid. Wow, that Probe Droid did loads, didn't it? I'm going to say, I feel like I've just been smacked hard. Yeah, very helpful. Top tier Omicron. Oh, sorry, Datacron. What I wouldn't mind is, looking at the Cron, you think, surely it would be useful if they put something in about that special saying when you use it, the Probe Droid comes back after dying. Because at least then you could try and manipulate it with something like GG. But it is just a bad Cron. Unless you're manually playing it, at least. Yeah, maybe on an Afra team. Point being, on defense, it's alright. Sorry, on offense, it's alright. On defense, yeah, I could see that instead of B2. I mean, the funny thing is, you don't even need that at the moment. You know, I don't think you need those constant interruptions whilst they're immune to thermals. It's just amazing how it's not even useful in that scenario. Right, we've got that at the moment, so we'll just put another armor shred on. Right, 64, it's not great, but it's a clear. Or it clears through the team. Alright. Let's go up one. Let's get rid of this Ray. I was genuinely concerned on my main I wouldn't be able to clear the Ray. That was pleasant that Dio was able to do it. Especially after Ezra did exile Taran. That's fine. Alright, can we just poke you out? Cool. Oh, you get. There we go. I mean, we kept Hux alive, which is quite a rarity, but yeah, I didn't like losing Ray there. Alright, Bane and... Go on, we'll use Red Trooper. Why not? You see, that one's not useful because there's no tank, so I'm thinking I might as well just use that. Right, so there's the link. I'm gonna say red should go down soon. There we go. Oh. Okay, that's the quickest I've ever seen someone go down. Or LGL, I should say. Man, oh man. I mean, I didn't actually look at it, but how bad was that C? I knew it got speed mods, 132k health. No wonder I chewed through it. Alright. D, show them what a C's meant look like. There's a bit of me that wanted to try Armorer here. I was going to say, it almost felt like that. I was thinking, if I had blinked, I probably would have missed it. Brilliant to witness. Yeah, I think I'd rather do this because I don't necessarily feel like I need it even, but sounds bad. Yeah. I think I just didn't want to use what, but go on. Yeah, I look through every time just to see if there's something that takes my fancy, but not really. Alright, let's do that on that. Alright, no damage incoming. Like, boo-hoo. Can we just focus over here a minute? Yeah, it was one of those where I was looking at it and thinking, it'd be nice to just not use what. I know that sounds strange, it's just... I think in my head I'm thinking of Trench. I was like, could we maybe use him? But you don't need what, it's just what's nice there. The classic example of me wanting to do something that I don't necessarily need to do. And probably compromising other team comps to do it. Also, I feel like I'm just saying this because I'm seeing it, but this takes me back to when the meta was, like, we got 4 GLs, Black Array, D and JML. For me, that was like the sweet spot of the GL era. Got 3 of them countering each other, and then Ray was just sort of in the middle, sort of saying I can take pot shots at all of you. It was kind of that golden era for them. I wouldn't say that they're in a bad spot now, but I don't feel like it goes close to that time. Okay. Nice bit of damage immunity for the team. Rocks to you. All right, clean 57. All right, nothing too big. We've got Malgus. Ooh, Dash. Queenie. Ooh, try again, Queenie. Talzin, which I haven't seen on defense in ages. And Bossnass. Alright, so... Queenie is the one I'm worried about. I don't really know what I'm going to do to take her down. I think we moved Treya. Bo-Katan could do the Gungans. I'm wondering if Starkiller could do Malgus. Imps should be able to fly through the Night Sisters. Reflective damage, that's not too crazy. Actually, no, let's not do that. Maybe we do Raver there. Maybe we can do Darth Revan here. Yeah, that might work. I feel like I need to see if that works, though. So, yeah, Starkiller feels a bit of a funny one. It was a bug. They're going to refund anyone who spent 20 on it. Well, refund at least the difference. Yeah, safe to say Shock's a bit irritating there. I'll be unlocking her. I won't be able to do too much with her besides that, but that's usually the way for me. I'll get a character and then I'll be sitting on it for weeks. Like, I've unlocked Balin day one of his event coming around this time he came, and I've only just got him to Relic 1. Ooh, okay. I've got to be careful of debuffs, I know. Ooh, okay. Right, there was a counter there at least. Ooh, okay, just hang in there, Palps. Hang in there. That's it, just keep coming in, Starkiller. Ooh, okay, I don't like that. Yeah, really don't like the idea of Malik sucking off Palpatine. Okay. I really wish there was a way of hiding Palps. Yeah, there's the bonus too. He's still alive, cool. Alright, we got through it. 53. What's next? Darth Revan? Yeah, let's just slam the ground. Put the fear out. We'll do that. Ooh. Ooh. Get. Oh, double get. This is just like an entire list of things I wouldn't want to be happening. Yep, okay. Oop. Alright, you. Let me duck you. There we go. 51. I mean, a win's a win, but that was very messy. Okay, so these three? And now we play the waiting game. Also the game where we ask Savage to keep taunting. Every time he loses that taunt, I fear for my life. And my banners. Oof. Okay. Ooh. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake on my point. Oh. Okay, I could lose the round purely off that decision. I went for the wrong one. Nothing I could do, I'll take that. Damn it. That was my thought, isolate power, but what I was thinking is, would the damage from... How do I get this right? I thought if I isolated Master Qui-Gon, the assist wouldn't come in, but if I got the order wrong, it should have been power to make sure that he couldn't assist. Yeah, this screw my round. I just hope that wasn't going to happen. Oof, okay. They still get punished for the out of turn attacks, don't they, with Trial Lead? I'm just thinking, she used to die like in old counters and it didn't matter. We'll go for that. Okay. You know, something that just keeps popping in my head, of late anyway. I get the feeling sometimes the developers, they work on sort of teams back to back. Like, I feel like those who worked on Leia worked on Queen Amidala. Because it feels like more than a coincidence that Leia and Queenie both have anti-cooldown manipulation stuff. Like, they were working on it and were like, oh, go on, we'll put it on this team as well. And when you think about Ahsoka, she had this, I can't remember what the buff's called, it wasn't Off Balance, it was the other one, was it Guardian or something? When she's in her ult anyway, and now Jocasta Nu's Goddess. You know, it's like, you sometimes think, do they sort of work in pair, like, someone's got, like, say, 6 months worth of work to do. No, not Mirai's. I can't remember what it's called. No, Jedi Lessons, that was Luke. deflective ward. It's like, whoever was working on Ahsoka, it's like they were like, oh, I did like that deflective ward thing I put in Ahsoka's kit. Let's put it into Costa's as well. You know. It might be me just reaching a bit, but I do find it funny. Well, it's 2. And that's 3. But yeah, it was deflective forward I was talking about. Just occurred to me, it's another one without Jar Jar. Yeah, Jar Jar aren't. Not exactly really worthy of Mandalorians, but it was like, well, I might as well use them. Nerp, nerp. Alright, nice and clean. Oh, one banner short. Pretty clean. Have they done more while I've been sitting here? They haven't, because they were on 777. Yeah, so they cleaned up the boss. And they've taken down Rex 5s. Okay. I'd still say we're in a healthy position because they dropped 4 there, twice on Bosk. I've dropped once. But yeah, I'd say we're in a good place. Gotta keep the efficiency up. So what do I think we're going to do? We're going to do the kamikaze move. Alright, Wedge, Biggs, Rolo, let's check your modded right. Great chance, 100%. Alright, cross your fingers and toes for me. Hopefully this will be over in under the time we need for the app break. Alright, that's a problem. Well, it was over. Early days ruined it. Okay. I'll run the app break and we'll come up with a counter for it. To be fair, I don't think it was going to be that difficult to find a counter. Ooh. That one's irritating a little bit. Let me have a look at the board stakes. They're in the lead. Yeah, just different halves of the board, isn't it? It did make sense why we didn't get another Echo. Still feels odd though, doesn't it? I mean, I can't help but wonder why it's Crosshair Scarred. Like, why not just call him Crosshair? Crosshair. Yeah, maybe. Still a bit odd though, isn't it? Like, they could have reclassified that one, surely. Just a bit like how they did the Ahsoka snips. Okay, let's pass a turn there. Make sure they've got the days on now. Can we stun them? Almost. Okay, at least in this situation, K2 is stunned. Sorry, not stunned, dazed. Pass that to Tick. There we go, we can keep the dazed train going. I do think there is like an underestimation, including from myself originally, how much damage tech can do. Alright, let the armor shreds begin. No armor shall be spared. Yep, that's already got 4 stacks. Yep, 3 on Marauder, 5 on Malgus, 5, 6. Wow, they're building up. Okay, who's going to get nuked? Oh, no one, cool. I love it when none of us get nuked. Happy days. Yeah, it's gone to shreds. I completely agree. It is the way of things. Just as it is, that set will always die when I do this. This is where an armor, not an armor, a tank revive Crom would have been nice. I think I've got one, but I was like, do I use it now? There we go. A little bit quicker. Right, I need a reminder. What are we doing? Raver, Wampa, and CLS. Okay. Alright, might as well start with that. We'll do that. Okay, wouldn't call it a revive. Reprisal? That's a revive. Alright, ideally, we'll get a death mark. I'm not wrong in thinking they should be applying death mark, shouldn't they? I mean, I thought death mark applied when they dispel a buff. Oh, okay, who dispelled it, right. That's the bit I was confused at. I was thinking if it's been dispelled just by basics, then yeah. It's alright, I was thinking that it was the dispelled who got the death mark, not the dispeller. Yeah, mock can be quite annoying like that, it seems. To keep in the memory banks. Alright, so Scout's going to do his best, well, his or her best job to annoy us. Ow. Some counters would be nice, you know, just get that health pool a little less scarily in position. Alright, nice timing on Scout. Alright, just roll. Oh, you gotta love some quirks, aren't you? Oh, git. I should have gone for the kill there. I was toying with my food a little bit. Come on, Womp, go in there. That's it. 58. And Star Killer. Feels a bit awkward using this when I've got no nest now, but yeah, I don't think it's the biggest loss. All right, nice 57. Executor, Negotiator, Chimera. Well, this one's straightforward. You know, I'm almost at the point where I'm going to have to try and learn the negotiator counter to the executors. Well, negotiator endurance counters to the executors. Purely so that I can have a break from doing this counter. It's every damn GAC. Just a point when you're like, oh great, another executor with punishing one. Yay. And I wouldn't mind, I do it as well. So I'm just as bad. Alright, let's do it. Genuinely, if the next era doesn't have ships, or even the next conquest, I really think they're missing a trick, because we really need a new ship to spice things up. And I know that it'll be meta break, and I know that it'll make things annoying because we won't be able to counter it, but genuinely, I think we're at a point where we just need something to shift the ship meta a little again. Alright, so that wasn't maximum impact from Blade 1. Okay, I can kind of cope with that. We're just going to delete punishing one. No chance of insta-kill, oh sorry, death marks or any of that nonsense. Let's put that on there, I guess. Though, the worst bit is that it's going to bring in Xanadu, and Xanadu, by my reckoning, will give everyone retribution. Okay, that is okay. Ideally, we can basic Houndstooth with Leviathan. There we go, that's fine. Alright, max banners. So, Profundity, and then... I don't really know. Maybe Malevolence? Alright, that is irritating. Just one little tap like that and we would have got the ability to mark Anakin, so Colonel does a little out. Again, it's not the end of the world, it's just irritating. And so Death Pen Up isn't the worst anyway. Alright, Clone Sarge, you're doing next to nothing, so congrats on reinforcing. This there is wonderful. Bye-bye, Annie. Bye-bye, Fleet. I think what surprised me a little bit is you'd have thought Marauder, when it's obviously a good ship, I'm not knocking it or anything, but you'd have thought with this, is it the Bad Batch buff? You'd have thought it would have been something that you'd be worried about in terms of taking away the capital ship. A bit like, oh, you know, if they get the Bad Batch, then there could be a problem, so maybe we have to beat the Marauder before taking the ship. You know, you'd have thought there'd be some sort of thing there that would have made it really detrimental. Whereas it's just like, oh, it gets to use a basic after a special. It's like there was a cool concept there, but it's as if they were worried about making it too powerful and thought, you know what, let's just make it a little bit threatening. Right, let's do that. Pop the buzz droids around the board. Stun the bomber. That's filthy. Okay, we get a buzz droid, a vulture droid back. Spy, who you hitting? You want me to go after Gauntlet? That's fair. Wouldn't have been top of my list, but it's still fair. You mean in the sense that certain fleets it will do that for, but not like a profundity? I mean, maybe that's just it, and maybe I haven't seen it do that. I think with how it's phrased, it would have been better if it had that more menacing status, you know what I mean? Especially with 3 pilots, I think it would have been justifiable. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's a bad ship or anything. I'm not trying to knock the Marauder because it's been a meta-defining ship almost, but yeah, it's just one of them things you can't help but look at and go, did they kind of just make sure it didn't become too powerful? Okay, that's fine. I mean, bad banners again, but I'll take it. '22. Don't think I've got in the 20s all season. If I have, I can't remember it. Say all season, I mean all week. It's been a long week. So yeah, I'm taking that. That was a good final score. Although my opponent really did a lot of help, a lot of work for me by setting some weird teams and just weird approaches to defense. Yeah, I'll have a check, but I don't think they'll catch me. I think the 4 drops on Kenobi should be enough to get me the win. Alright. Let me just clock out of here. And I'm just going to double check that. Right, so Tem's opponent still hasn't attacked again. They're still on 762. They've got the max score as it stands could be 1914 on my side, 2092 on their side. I don't think it would be that high realistically, because Fleet never scores that high. But yeah, it's not looking great. Yeah, then... Oh, wow. I think we've won, but it does read interesting here that the max score they could get is 2022. So, if by some miracle they were able to max out Fleet, you know, like 79s, and then get 69s in... Is it 69s? 59s. If they could get 59s in the last 3 character walls, in theory, they could at least level. But yeah, practically I've won. I mean, I think there's no way they're going to get 79 against Exacta. So, yeah, I'm pleased with 2 wins. I think I'd say 2 wins. 1 win for certain. Hopefully we can do enough to get the win on Tammin, but I'm a little scared there. I got overexcited saying 2 wins. Alright, so we're going raid into one Pratt. He's just doing a fleet battle at the moment. He's doing Bounty Hunters versus... Well, he's doing an executive mirror match. So we'll launch into the raid. A quick thank you to all of you for being here. I'll be back now on Thursday. Hope to get a video up on YouTube during the week for Marvel Snap if that interests you. And if not, I'll see you Thursday. Bye for now, everyone.